Hello everyone and welcome to the 2016-17 school year. This is Mr. Berg and I want to take this time to go through quickly our E21 iPad Initiative Student Orientation meeting. We have 5 goals for our iPad Initiative. This is the 6th year that we've had our iPad program. It's gotten better each and every year. We've made a lot of changes and even more changes for this year as well. I'm not going to read you these 5 goals, but this is what we strive for each and every year. Quick review of this presentation. A reminder, this is a school-owned device. We have access to it anytime that we need or want. We can see what apps are on the iPad at any time. And it's a reminder to make sure that anything on your iPad is appropriate. Take good care of the iPad. We're going to talk about that and some of the school rules and creating a good positive digital footprint as well. It's your responsibility to take care of the iPad. Do not throw or drop the iPad. Take really good care of that. Please do not touch other students' iPad without permission. And if you're going to take a picture or video, we ask that you get permission from that student to do so. I think that's just good common etiquette if you're going to be doing that for any type of class activity. The iPad chargers are not included in the protection plan. Those iPad cords and chargers should last 3 years if you take good care of them. A couple reminders: do not wrap the cord around the charger. That causes the cord to turtleneck and can ruin the charger pretty quick, or the cable pretty quick. Make sure you only use an Apple charger. If you use an off-brand non-Apple charger, that can actually damage the iPad and reduce your battery. And real important to bring your iPad fully charged each day. Make sure you plug that in at night. Get in the habit of doing that so that when you wake up it's fully charged, ready to go. The cases also are meant to last 3 years. They're not included in the protection plan. Do not try to remove the iPad from the case. It's very difficult to do. Make sure you use a microfiber cloth to clean, and do not use a spray cleaning solution on the iPad. Also, when you are not using the iPad, please keep this closed. We had a lot of times last year kids walking down the hallway with the iPad open. We had a couple fall and screens crack. So when you're not using the iPad or you're walking the hallways, please make sure that is closed. If you do have any damage on the iPad, it's really important that you bring it to the tech support area up in the media center immediately. Do not wait. More damage, further damage can be caused to the iPad if you wait on a crack or anything like that. Also, if you do turn it in, we will get you a new iPad quickly, and we will take care of that screen and get it turned in. So please, it's really important that you turn that in right away. iPad etiquette: these following guidelines will be found in each classroom. It's very important that students are responsible with their iPads. They're respectful of the teacher and other students. They are focused when in class and not distracted by the iPad. And they're present. Be present each and every class and be engaged. There'll be times when you're obviously going to be using your iPad for class. There'll be times when a teacher does not want you to use that, so make sure you are present. One of the new things we have this year is the Apple Classroom app. This is a great classroom management app for the iPad. What it allows teachers to do is teachers will be able to see the screen of every student in their classroom at any time. The teacher can lock the screen for the entire class, for a group of students, or for an individual student. Teachers can send the entire class to a specific app, website, or location. And so for kids who maybe are off task and not following along as they might need to in a class, a teacher now has the ability to monitor and control the iPad a little bit better. A couple other things: the iPad security, very important. All students use a passcode. That way other students cannot get into your iPad. Very important if you do misplace it that does not happen. The Find My iPad app, you want to make sure that you're connected to the cloud so that if you do misplace your iPad, we can use that app. The Classroom app, as I previously mentioned, is a security item, especially for teachers in the classroom. Make sure that you are connected to the cloud in your settings, and then also very important, and please do this now if you've not yet done it, backup Notability on your iPad. Notability is used for a lot of classes. A lot of your notes will be in Notability. To do that, you go into the Notability app. In the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see the gear icon. Click on the gear icon, select Auto Backup, then select Google Drive. It'll ask you to log into your Google account, and then any of your Notability files will automatically be backed up in Notability. And then finally, if you want another backup option, if you have a very important document or your advisory portfolio, a good thing to do is to email that to yourself. That way it's backed up on the email server as well. And then the last security item, grades 7 through 9 still do have a closed app store. With that closed app store, it's important that kids in 7 through 9 do not try to bypass that app store in any way. Again, our tech support people can see in the background the apps that people have on their devices. If you do have ideas for apps, just let us know. We'll look into it. 10 through 12 will have access to the App Store, and with every right comes responsibility. So it's important that with that responsibility, you're obviously using appropriate apps, and everything on your device should be appropriate. There will be discipline for misuse. Some of that includes the removal of the App Store, and we will also look at the App Store being taken down based on course grades as well. Some of the common consequences for iPad misuse. As mentioned, the App Store can be taken away. iPad privileges can be removed, where you can only check it out from the Media Center. Detention and or suspension for certain behaviors on the iPad, and other consequences as well. And again, for poor grades, the App Store will be taken away. All students sign this, many of you electronically this year, or your parents signed it for you. But these are the 18 guidelines along with the district policies that students are expected to follow. If you need to review these, feel free to do that. They can all be found online. Finally, this is a great tool. It's a 21st century tool. The school district and the community has invested a lot of money in your education to provide each and every student an iPad. It's important that everyone takes good care of the iPad, is responsible with the iPad, and just uses this tool to the full capability in an appropriate manner. Give us feedback. If you have any questions, ideas, we want to continue to improve this each and every year. With that, I want to thank everyone and just want to wish everyone a great 2016-17 school year.